matchup in store, as it'll be the Shamrocks of Montreal taking on the BlackKnights of San Antonio.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this San Antonio team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Quebecers,
they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from San Antonio.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple.
Off play action. Boswell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Bridges. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Boswell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Boswell under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Boswell being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That's good for 28 yards.
Sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the BlackKnights are on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. But you look at this defense.
Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jenkins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Operating from the gun, Jenkins.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
They'll try again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Shamrocks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Boswell. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken in at the 22.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. Here's Scott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing on 1st down. Jenkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Boswell.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Buckner powers through. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, San Antonio in possession. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Boswell throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down in the yard.
Now a give, right side. Bryson. Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Off play action. Boswell. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Black Knights are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Feature touchdown pass number 30 on the year last time he had the ball. We'll look to build on things here, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall.
And his guys are going to take the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
56 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckner. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Boswell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
17-yard line. Off the play fake, Boswell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off play action, Boswell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. To throw on second down. Boswell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the BlackKnights are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Boswell. Touchdown! A great play there. 34 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead.
Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Jenkins. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw, Jenkins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here's Watson. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back to throw, Boswell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dragons trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Rams trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. 16-10, the final.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go again with Scott. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Looking to throw. Jenkins.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Returnable for Watson. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Boswell.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 25, here's second down and a yard.
Back to throw. Boswell. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again.
That is caught.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Boswell. And it's caught. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out.
And the BlackKnights go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go play action here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Now Scott.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boswell. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now in the afternoon.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Bridges.
And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down. from the gun. Boswell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Boswell. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Boswell. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the BlackKnights have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending
under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckner might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down. Boswell. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Boswell.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Boswell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Black Knights stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But the Montreal offense ready to take over now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. On first and 10, Jenkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Back to throw. Jenkins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jenkins.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
On first down, Jenkins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On first down, it's Scott.
Brought down at the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This offense so far on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Up the middle they go. Bridges. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On second down, Buckner.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on third down, Boswell. Rodgers brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Buckner. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, Bridges. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow.
Point 'em out, point 'em out.